Hey, it's me, Bar33, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Sakura Song My Love. And right now we're entering Chapter 2 of this game. And this story arc focuses on Cheiron Archer. Yes, the last time we left off, Shinjo became, well, a captain in training, as they're going to mention in a little bit while. Now, the difference between a captain in training and an actual captain, well, I guess it's not really much of a difference. I guess, well, being more supervised, but they never really elaborate the difference between captain and training. And I guess I should have picked the middle answer to maybe find out more about what a captain in training is. But pretty much Shinjo is in charge, but not, I guess, not 100%. But instead we picked the top answer that impresses Cheiron Archer here. And Cheiron Archer is now the vice commander. And again, not fully translated. Well, we got the English text on the right here. But still see some Japanese stuff. I think this is the one we get to then our new item here. Well, after this question. Well, if you want to pick one, that is. But you know, I've played this game plenty of times before, so I pretty much know everything. You probably heard me drinking some Coke Zero there. Oh yeah, this is a Cameratron. I got distracted here for a moment, but pretty much a Cameratron is pretty much a modern day cell phone. It can tell time, take pictures, and it's also a video phone. Oh yeah, and also a radio. So yeah, pretty much, I guess it's sort of like the Flintstone. You know how they make modern day tech into, you know, prehistoric items. But with this one, we use steam power. Now the camera's pretty simple. It's just aim with a control stick, the shoulder buttons to focus the camera a bit, and well, Z buttons to take the picture. Well, if you're playing this on the classic controller, I think it's the right button. Now the picture looks pretty fuzzy right here, but sorry, has something in my throat. But anyways, the picture looks kind of fuzzy there. You can get a much better picture if you focus the cameras a bit better. But they're not really too picky about their camera. As long as it's decent enough, it can still be kind of fuzzy, but not very fuzzy. But again, it's not really that accurate with the camera. And right now we get to meet Jiminy Sunrise, who is the first person to know that we became the captain in training. And there's Kayama as well. Again, he's not really used that much in the game. Well, unless you go to his shop more often, which I don't. There's really no, well, except for meeting another team member over there. There's really no point of talking to Kayama, except for in this chapter where he can be really quite useful. But again, we get to that when we get to that. And also, for those who are following each part of this video, try to remember this part, because this is probably the one of the few times we actually go to the museum. Especially with one particular item, because we go to see this item only one time and we're never going to see it again. Let's see. Jiminy Sunrise says the darnest thing sometimes. I think this is the one I picked. No, I think I picked the wrong answer for this one. But I didn't want to be too mean on that bottom choice. To be honest, I thought about it, but you know, that's just too mean. I don't think I really pick any wrong choices over here. I recorded this like a couple of weeks ago, so my memory's a bit fuzzy on which choices I picked. But maybe I get surprised too. Who knows? Now this is the item I'm talking about. This item becomes very important, yet it's kind of treated as like nothing. I mean, I didn't really think about this item, even though it's called the Demon Blade. But not to spoil too much, this weapon is going to be used like near the end of the game. How? Well, you'll find out soon, but again, try to remember this item, because it's not going to be mentioned ever again. And Kagama's giving a little pep talk to Shinjiro. Again, probably not going to see him for much more often in the game. And again, picking a choice over here really doesn't matter. Or at least I don't think so. Yeah, I find it kind of strange that Shinjiro, even when there's voice acting among the other characters, Shinjiro remains pretty mute or voiceless, really. I'm not sure why the localization team decided to do that, especially when Shinjiro does speak during the animated cutscenes. But again, it's, you know, a small thing. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just, but it does kind of bother me a little bit, I admit. And let's see, where's Jiminy in all this? Well, I think right now we're getting a phone call.
It's coming from you, Shinjiro.
Let's see, I believe it's Cheiron Archer. Yep. And gotta go back to our job. But again, where's Jiminy's Sunrise?
You have to prepare for the performance, yes?
Your Highness, you must drop your sword and escape before it's too late. I could never flee, Sanjuro. It is my
Yeah, Jiminy's a bit of a daydreamer.
land and honor. If you refuse to go, then
The voice actress who voiced Jiminy's Sunrise is Laura Berry, and I think she does a pretty good job here. I think she really got into her character. But there's probably one voice actress that, well, we're not going to see till probably a couple of chapters, who probably really got into her part. It's one of the boss of this game, and she is so over the top. But I think that's in chapter 4, I believe. But yeah, This part kind of really drags it on too much. It's mostly just talking. I mean, not that that's a bad thing. I guess, you know, maybe recording a Let's Play, it does feel a bit slow than actually playing it. I'm actually trying to consider, you know, try to record and do the voiceover at the same time. Make it easier. But I think I need like another USB port to do that. And fortunately, we're not going to see the play for this chapter. At least I don't think so. And now it's time to tell the other crew member about Cheiron's new position, even though it's probably they probably should already know by now. And here's one of the most awkward parts of the game. Yeah, you're gonna run into situations like this, even if you don't actually choose to do so. And I think this is one of the situations that there's really no right answer, it's just wrong answer or a neutral, but well, nothing that will make you gain some karma points except for maybe the last part, but for the most part there's really no way to get out of this one. Yeah, of course Kevin, being the hot-headed lawyer, is gonna be pretty ticked off. Yeah, I agree with Subaru right too. Oh, come on, Subaru. You know he didn't mean to. I think Subaru's just doing this on purpose just to have some fun with Shinjiro and Karen. And we're actually going to have a face court case. And as you can tell, Karen's really serious about the law here. Even something as a accident, she'll take you to court. Fair conversation. I mean, I'm not a court expert, but I think the only it could possibly do is probably get him fired, and that's about it. But yeah, that's pretty much the best you can do. And there's something I'm overlooking. And again, Karen's really serious into business. I mean, right down to paperwork and everything. And I think Subaru tried to help us. Well, she didn't get us into more trouble, so I guess that's considered help. And in this part, this is one of those situations where picking none of the answers is the right answer. Again, I don't know why that is, but I guess it's just Subaru being Subaru. Usually this would be the end of the chapter, but we got one little side mission here, and this one is more proactive. We get to walk around the city into various parts of New York. Our side mission is to give a letter to Karen, which, after that awkward incidents would be more awkward, to see her not too long ago. Well, okay, it's not that awkward, but again, bad timing. And now we reach a new part of New York, which is Harlem. Now you see, Harlem is pretty much a place you don't want to be, especially in the middle of the night. And Cheiron is going to find out the hard way. Oh, it's Cheiron's dead.
You know where you are, kid? This is Harlem, dig? What are you doing here?
And yeah, they pretty much are stereotypical Harlem resident, I'm guessing. And we're going to see them more throughout the game. Well, in this chapter at least. And a little bit in the other chapter, but right now there's this random street thugs. And that scared Cheiron so bad he went back to the data on top of the building. Now this is the part of the game where your decision slightly changed the story a bit. Not that much, but it's a notable change nonetheless. Now in this part, Cheiron must find somebody to go to Harlem with him, so he won't be attacked by street thugs. And there's three choices. One of them being Cheiron Archer, and the other two is Subaru and Jiminy Sunrise. And whoever you choose, you pretty much they're pretty much part of the main story. Well, a bigger role is really more like it, but you'll see later on what I mean. Now this part is pretty optional. Is taking pictures of some buildings. All you get is a bonus photograph that you don't normally get in the game. So it's completely optional. But right now we're gonna find where you can either do one or two things. Either A, go to that person already to go to Harlem, or B, explore around a tiny bit before you pick somebody. I think I do some exploring around a little bit. See, there's Jiminy Sunrise over there. And I think I'll go show off where Subaru is. Jiminy's at her apartment in the village, and Subaru's at her hotel room in Midtown. Now usually I go with Subaru because Subaru's the best character, but I decided to do something a bit different here. Yeah, I decided to explore the town a bit, and where the apartment building didn't really lead me to anywhere, so I guess let's go to the Cafe Samba. See a Mafia gang member right there, and a sneak peek of our next playable character in the next chapter. This kid is funny. And pretty decent in battle too. But you know, you'll see that when we get to that chapter. I think I only encountered her 2 times before we get to her chapter. One of them being right here, and another one I think I got in the other part. I don't remember if I actually got that footage. And I guess I recommend going to well, I would recommend going to already pick one of the 3 people I mentioned before, and that way after that you can just explore a tiny bit before time runs out. That way there's like more options you can pick which building you want to go to. And this one, doing a hula hoop contest and gotta fill that bar up. A pretty easy mini game. Of course, Cherry's gotta be a tease. But I think right now I'm going to pick Jiminy's Sunrise. Pretty much each of them has different situations. In Jiminy's case, her horse went away. And, you know, coincidentally, it went to Harlem and we gotta find it. Let's see, where's my Coke Zero? Yeah. I tried to avoid all these 30 minutes recordings while I'm dusty, but again, I had to basically week at work and find it a bit hard to find time for these recordings of this Let's Play, but I manage. Let's see, right now we're gonna explore the town a bit with Jiminy at least. Now Larry is pretty much at that back alley, but we're not gonna go there just yet. We go explore the town a bit, and there's Karen's office over there. But let's go to a church. Yeah, this church is, I guess, a Catholic church. Sorry about that. We don't go inside it in this case. I think you do go inside it with Cheiron Archer, but not with the other 2, I believe. I don't remember going to the church with Subaru. But Jiminy wants to take a picture in front of it for some reason. But I guess whatever makes her happy, I suppose. I don't think anything happens if you choose to go in Cheiron Archer's office. So let's just go skip right over to the bar over here. There's a bar that plays jazz music. Now this is I guess Subaru's favorite place. Don't want to spoil it too much, but it's kind of a story arc for her. But in Jimmy's case, I only think nothing really happens over there with Jimmy's Sunrise, but let's just go to the back alley instead. There's only like 4, areas to explore in the in Harlem, so it's a pretty short place. Yeah, Larry doesn't want to go home, so we're gonna try to get bait Larry with a carrot. I was so tempted to do the dead off thing. I wonder what would happen if you chose that one, but again, just want to take the high road, I suppose. Pickled carrots? Is that a thing? Pickled carrots? Oh, wait, is this a good thing? Yeah, that's why I'm running Central. Well, if a horse doesn't like it, then I doubt people will. But that's pretty much the end of Jimmy's story arc. You can pretty much go to Harlem anytime you want. And I think we're going to leave for a bit to explore around the town a bit. Yeah, I went to the village. I think I went back to a location that was empty before. Yeah, that one's still empty. I thought you meet somebody over there in the library, but I must have been thinking of another part of the game. Since we got a bit of downtime here, just exploring the place a bit. Oh no, hang on, there's Subaru over here. Only this is the first time I ever encountered this part. Let's see, did I pick the wrong ass over here? I didn't pick that donut, so I know that for sure. You know what, I should have picked the donuts, just for the fun of it. Leave it on a high note. But again, Subaru's an important character and I don't want to make her too mad. With Jiminy, Cheiron, and the others, I can risk having a balancer with one of them, but Subaru's pretty important. Or at least in battle for me. Other people may prefer other characters. And I don't think anything interesting happened here for Mr. Sunnyside. So I think this is near the end of the video, so let me give a quick update on my projects. Hopefully by 2 weeks after the release of this video, I'll hopefully got my Killer Instinct video ready to go and recorded. And hopefully I recorded Brass Corps, which should be the next game on that list. As for regular reviews, I'm still kind of focused on the retrospective reviews for a moment, but I do have a couple of games in mind for a normal review, and of course the Let's Play will still continue. But other than that, I'll mostly focus on Let's Plays of Sakura Wars and my retrospective river reviews. So this is me, Bobby Daddy 3, and I catch you guys later. See ya.